Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kids Are F***ing Stupid. This is probably the 4th time we've visited this subreddit, so we know what we're doing, so now down to 15 of the past month. Let's get it started. Moments before an unplanned prostate exam. Oh. Know what's going to happen here, that poor kitty.
No.
Ooh, that was a save by the parent. They knew exactly what was going on. Yeah, that poor male kitty almost got a prostate exam. Okay, moving on to 14. Wholesome stupidity. A little girl and her mum were looking at me in the coffee shop this morning and heard her mum say, "Go on, it's okay." And the little girl shuffled up to me and said, "Excuse me please, do you have to put on your tattoos by yourself every day, or does your mum help you?" I am dying. Yes, my mum still helps me when I put on my tattoos. I suppose it's good that the little girl thinks they're drawn on, so that you can draw them on, and then she'll think that she got real tattoos, instead of actually wanting real tattoos. Okay, number 13. Just nuke the kids. Find the person who doesn't pay taxes. Can't find them, it's because they're right here. Fact, babies are idiot leeches and don't pay taxes. I imagine you were meant to say taxes. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from this post. Other than saying, yeah, you said taxis instead of taxes, so yeah. Number 12, how to play badminton. With your head and then throw the racket. Yes. A, it's not football. Well, for you Americans, soccer. And B, you're supposed to hold on to the racket. So, yes. If that kid broke that racket I imagine is not his. I imagine it's his parents or older siblings. So he's going to be in trouble for that one. Number 11, butt. Your butt crack isn't part of your butt, it's just the absence of where more butt could be. When I was a kid, I asked my parents why doctors spanked newborn babies in the movies. They said it was to crack the butt. I believed them for way too long. Yeah, they don't spank. Yeah. They don't spank babies anymore, but it's to initiate the first breath. Some babies don't start breathing straight away, it's just to... Yeah, but still. It's to crack the butt. It's like, cracking glow sticks. Ah, kids. Right. Number 10, time is almost up. My first grade students were asked to write letters to the local nursing home, and time's almost up. Wow. Sending that to old to people in the nursing home. At least that timer will never run out. So, yeah, Jesus Christ, kid. Some chill, please. Why, Mum? Draws picture, spills juice on picture, crumbles picture, drops it on the floor, walks on top of picture, kicks picture across the room, finds picture in garbage. Why would you throw this away, Mum? Yeah. Maybe they were just adding some artistic flair to it. Like, add a little bit of... Like how you teabag a picture to make it look like it's an old western kind of thing. Maybe they were going for the garbage look. And then your mum just threw it away. Kids do get attached to random things for no reason. Moving on to number 8. Remember, always use your dominant hand if you want to win a chess match. One of my clearest memories of my grandfather was when he beat me in chess and I cried because he was a sore loser and he said, "Okay, I'll play you left-handed," and then I won. And it took me until like last week to realise he was a clown bastard. Yeah, I'll use my left hand and not just play dumb for you to win. Nice, at least that sounds like a solid granddad move, actually. Yeah. And your Twitter handle is Jazz in My Pants. So looks like you got raised okay. Number 7. Kid thought he was sneaky. I remember the day my 16-year-old swapped a vodka bottle in the freezer with water, but vodka doesn't breathe, so I found it out a few days later and I saw the bottle had exploded inside the freezer. So there was a vodka bottle in the freezer, which your 16-year-old then drank and filled with water, then put it back. So keeping vodka in the freezer is fine because it doesn't expand or freeze. But water, I imagine, it blew the glass out, because I imagine it was in a glass bottle. But yeah. At 16, you should know that water expands when it freezes, and vodka doesn't. Well, you would have pulled it out the freezer and it wouldn't have been solid, so you would know that vodka doesn't freeze. Oh, kid, Jesus. I thought you were being sneaky, but you really weren't. Number 16, my brother-in-law got this email today. Dear parents, we've been made aware of your first grader, blank, who brought some of his parents' money to school last week, was handing it out to other first graders. The money was mostly in $100 bills, but there was also some 20s and some 1s. If any of your kids brought home some unexpected money last week that was given to them by another first grader, could you please let us know? We are trying to help the mother recover as much of the money as possible. Thanks. Well, that's how to buy some friendships, that's for sure. Instantly, first year, just be my friend. Be my friend. Yeah, so their mum had hundreds and 20s and some 1s. If it was the other way around, where it was mainly 1s, I'd be suspicious of that mother. But yeah. Right. Number 5. Baby seeing mum's twin is no longer available. Perfect. Number 4. How did you know? Kids are the best, man. They get all shocked when you figure out they did something wrong, like, Mum, how did you know I coloured the table? Because you wrote your name on it. Yeah. Like, Mum, are you Sherlock? Because how did you know it was me? You literally signed it. Number 3. Dear Dory Bitch. Dear Diary, today I learnt my new first curse word, bitch. Dear Diary Bitch. You didn't really learn it because, well, you learned how to say it, but not spell it. So you half learnt a new word. Oh, I didn't read the bit in pink because it blends in. Dear Diary, I just learnt the F word. It is f***. Oh, is it f***? Okay. Yeah, I just learned the F word. It is f***. A legend. Dear Diary Bitch. Yeah. So they must have been hearing their parents say the F word, but not know what the F word is. So they found out. One of their parents must have slipped up. But they know how to spell it. And it's not just F-U-K or F-U-C, it's actually spelt correctly. So they must have seen it written down. Unlike bitch. Which, looking at the pink, they may have gone back and corrected it on the left. But, yep, looks like their parents read the diary. Number 2, he didn't do it. Me laying on the couch. Toddler. Dad, I didn't go pee-pee anywhere. I want you to know I didn't. Me getting off the couch. Yeah, when your toddler says, I didn't do this thing, they definitely didn't do anything. You just have to confirm by going and looking around everywhere, just to make sure that they didn't do the thing. Number 1. Now this is commitment. When I was a kid, my parents would make me shower at night most of the time, so I'd be clean for school the next day. For whatever reason, I hated doing it. I used to turn on the shower and chill for 5 minutes, come out wrapped in a towel. My parents got onto this real quick. It's because you had no wet hair or you still smelt like a stinky ass kid. So I started doing the same thing, except I would stick my head in and get the hair wet. See, yeah. So if they questioned me, I would say, feel my hair. They eventually caught onto that too. Because you still stank like a little kid. So for a while I was running the shower, sticking my head in, and then washing my hands and arms with soap so it would smell clean. Yeah, so you didn't smell like a stinky kid. I went through this damn trouble instead of jumping in and taking a 5-minute shower. So he was waiting 5 minutes, cleaning just his head and arms with soap, and instead of just taking a 5-minute shower. That is commitment to the cause, that is for sure. Depends what you were doing for that 5 minutes. Were you just sat there doing nothing? Or were you, say, on your Game Boy? Thinking back to when I was a kid, that would probably be me on my Game Boy. Which, depending on how old you are, could have been a DS or anything newer than a Game Boy. Or even your phone. Jesus Christ, kids these days. Okay, now that I feel old, that has been the end of Kids Are Fucking Stupid. So, if you have any recommendations of any subreddits you want me to do, leave them down below. If you also have any comments on this one, leave that down there too. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, and you will see it in your subscription feed of any new videos that I put up. Also, if you ding the bell, you'll get notified of all the videos that I put up. And if you like this video, like it. If you didn't, don't like it. And yeah, I will see you next week. Goodbye.